Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope, back with another video. But today, this is about Multiversus. Now, this game has been pretty fun. You've probably already seen it by now. You probably already have it downloaded, and or you've just seen your favorite streamer playing the game, or YouTuber, whoever. You probably know about Multiversus, and if you don't, well, that's just interesting. But your boy, I always make things harder in my life. For almost every game I play. And in this game, I decided to play this game using a character named Garnet. And if you know anything, Garnet is very, very low tier. Like, she's requires a lot of effort for a very average reward, you know? It's one of those characters that's like high effort, low reward, and then you have other characters in this game that are low effort, high reward. AKA my teammate, the Finn that is on the other side of the screen. That character, for example, is very he doesn't require much effort to use. I mean, of course, in the high end gameplay, great players can make every character look good, but we're not in the high end. We are in the very below average and middle playing field. So when you see my gameplay, just know this is supposed to be average here. At best, we're all average. We're just pressing buttons. We're not trying to kill people at 30% with attacks that are guaranteed. Like, we're not doing all that. We're not doing all that at the rank that I'm at. But specifically in this video, I do kind of get some of that. Like, the sweats definitely came out in my video. Maybe they're not even sweats. They're just the way they play is just very irritating. And that brings me to my point of this video. They gotta There's a couple of changes that they gotta make to the way this game works. Right. First off, they got to get these character balances out a little bit faster at it. Because I mean, I guess what they're doing is fine. They're doing a couple characters at a time and adjusting them. But like me as a person that uses Garnet, just realistically, she's not it. She's simply not it. She does not have enough in her kit. She's a very one-dimensional character, and it doesn't work because there's other characters that have too many things going on with them, and they can do a lot of things better than she can, and that's the problem with her, is that there's just too many other characters that can just do what she can do but better, and it's all like, why even use her? So in this first fight here, this was just a normal fight. We ended up winning this match. This isn't what this video is about. The video is about the next match, and the next match is me playing against two characters that are simply better than Garnet. It's also a two stat, and you'll see when it comes around to that area. Because right now, this is just me and a random. By the way, the other one was me playing against a random. We're just pressing buttons right now. That's all this is. You see, we ended up winning. The Jake did great. I mean, the Finn did great. Finn is a very good character. He's just straight up a better character than my character. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think every character on the screen is better than Garnet. Maybe not Shaggy, but maybe he is. It just depends. But this game right here, this is where things really come into play. As you can see, I don't even know if I look at the guy's badge, but I'm playing against a guy named Lampy and CXTI. These guys, right off rip, I can tell you right now, they are playing together. They're not playing separate. I have queued in separately. And I feel like since this is just a versus game, this is not a multiplayer game, because the argument in other multiplayer games is that if you go in as a 6-stack, you get a 6-stack. For like shooter games, you get a 6-stack. If you go in 2, you get a 2. You go in 3, you get a 3. If other games can do that, I find it absolutely absurd with how many people that are currently playing this game and crossplay being on. There's no reason I'm playing a 2-stack of decent players with a random, with the character that I'm using, and with the character that is using. This match right here was like, these two matches were unforgivable. I don't think I should have been in these matches. Sure, everybody wants a challenge, but I want a challenge between one-on-one. Like, if we're all randoms, that's fine. But these guys are obviously playing together. Now, you can see here that their goal is to try to knock us out and get us in the air and knock us out early. And you see they're just spamming the uppercut, right? That's all this game was. Jumping and them pressing buttons. And the problem with it is that I can't do these things. You see how Superman's just jumping and doing the laser beams constantly? It's very ridiculous. because that attack is a very good attack. You know, it racks up free damage, and if you're high enough, it's just too much. Because guess what? Every ability that I can do goes on a cooldown. Period. And look at this. Look at this.
Come on, man.
Teammate decided to jump on the edge. You might hear me yelling there. I don't know why my team was fighting on the edge with me. I would have just been better off if he didn't do it, because these guys are the type of players that are going to take advantage of you being on the edge, of both of them ganging up on you and just trying to get you out. Like, they know how to spike, and they're going to spike you when you play on the edge. But my biggest frustration, like I said, is just the ability use of this match. Like, Superman's dodging is amazing. Man, shooting constant laser beams. Man can just grab you by your face and throw you up. And then you have Bugs Bunny's bat, which can knock you out if you're close to the top of the map and he swings that bat and it hits you. You're probably going out. And then there's me as Garnet. I don't have access to those things. Most of her hard-hitting attacks don't work. You're going to see as the video plays, this is the last round right here, you're going to see me shoot my rocket fist out. And there's been a couple times where it just doesn't do much of anything. And then you also have the star power. I set down the star power, and it does nothing. Like, sometimes it'll go grab the person, and I can get stuck. I think that's when it's the most annoying thing, is when I get stuck in the animation, and I get hit. It didn't happen this match, but there's just been times where I grab the person, and it gets stuck for a little bit, and yeah, that's it. Or sometimes the star just disappears, or the star works against me and ends up getting me killed because the other team is just pressing buttons and I have absolutely no defense on the attack, so I just get smacked and knocked out of the map for trying to use it. Because the problem is with us fighting these two people is that when you're in the air, their juggling capabilities are so freaking high, it's ridiculous. Fighting both of these people who are playing together, it's too difficult to be in the air. So you're going to see me try to stay on the floor a lot. I know some people are like, why aren't you jumping? You don't want to jump. You don't want to get hit off the ground, because these guys are, once you bounce off that floor the first time, it's like, good luck. You're probably going out. So you're seeing that I'm trying to stay down. You see that laser beam that Superman can spam ridiculously, see how it bounced me up? That's simply not a fair ability for them to have when that's not in my arsenal. And I think it'd be fine. I'm not saying Superman needs a nerve or anything. I just think my character, Garnet, needs more. And there's a couple other characters in the game that I feel like need more compared to what other characters have. And it'd feel a lot better. Because it feels like when I play as Garnet, I'm trying a lot harder than what I need to. And that's how I felt this entire match. I had to try harder because these people are good. They can spike. My character's bad and it's a two-stack. All those elements together makes for a not fun experience. It makes me like, okay, I don't want to play this. That's essentially what this boiled down to. It's all like, I'll just wait for somebody to get online, because the first 3 matches I'm going to play going to be great and easy because we're all ones. But then later on, depending on how good I do, now I'm getting a 2-stack of players that have way more hours than me, and that's just simply not fun. Who will that ever be fun to? I think we all know that's not fun to anyone, unless you're an absolute sweat, which I'm not. I've been gone for a week. So to have to come back to the sweats is just not fun. But that was a lot of talking. I just want to let y'all know that's how I feel about my character Garnet. They definitely need to add lobbies that are based on how many people you have. So if you have one, you need to go on one. They just need to bring up the roster's abilities. That's really all I gotta say. Thanks for watching. If you watch, if you're black on this video, comment something down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Peace. How unbalanced some of these characters are.